Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're cutting through the usual jargon. We're diving deep into insurance.
Yeah, it's a topic that, well, it impacts everyone, doesn't it?
It really does. And we're not just listing definitions. We want to get into the maybe less obvious stuff behind the 10 most common types of insurance you hear about globally.
What's sort of a fast track?
Exactly. A fast track to really getting how these things work strategically in your life.
Yeah.
Our mission today, really, is to go past just the what. We want to get into the why it actually matters, find those insights that help you, make smarter calls about these safety nets.
And that's precisely it. That's where the value is. I mean, most people have a vague idea, maybe, but really understanding the mechanics, the pitfalls, the strategic side, that's often missed. We're talking about real ways to handle major risks for yourself, your family, even your business. It's about being proactively resilient, financially speaking.
Yeah, you're right. It's more than just checking a box, isn't it?
Much more.
Okay, so let's unpack these 10, starting with one that's pretty foundational for a lot of people, life insurance. Basically, it's a sum of money, the death benefit, paid out to people you choose your beneficiaries when you pass away.
Right. And the core idea is straightforward. Protecting a family financially if an income earner dies. But, what's often overlooked or maybe just underappreciated is how different types of policies serve different goals.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like the difference between term life and whole life, that's huge. Term is usually cheaper, covers a specific period, maybe while kids are young or the mortgage is outstanding.
Right.
Whole life, though, it covers you for life and, crucially, can build cash value. That adds a whole other layer, sort of savings element.
That distinction really changes the game for planning, doesn't it?
Absolutely.
So, for instance, a parent might go for, say, a 20-year term policy, just enough to cover education, the mortgage, until the kids are independent.
Makes sense.
Rather than locking into a lifelong policy, they might not actually need 50 years down the road. It's about matching the cover to the need.
Precisely. Aligning it.
Okay, so from securing the future, let's shift gears. Something more immediate, universal maybe, our health, which brings us to health insurance.
Yep.
We generally know it covers medical costs, doctor visits, hospital stays, that kind of thing.
Sure. But the real insight, I think, for many, is getting your head around the interplay of things like deductibles, co-pays, and those out-of-pocket maximums.
Right. The jargon can be tricky.
It can. So the deductible, that's what you pay first before the insurance kicks in much. Co-pay is usually a fixed bit for certain services, like seeing the doctor,
Okay.
and the out-of-pocket max. That's the absolute ceiling on what you'll pay in a year. Understanding these isn't just about costs, it's about knowing your potential financial hit, especially when you factor in plan types, like HMOs versus PPOs. They really dictate who you can see and if you need referrals.
So it's not just about having the insurance card.
Not at all.
It's knowing the kind of intricate rules of how it works when you actually need it. Like, say you need surgery, costs $20,000. If you don't understand your deductible, your co-insurance maybe, you could still be facing a hefty bill. Even with good insurance, those details really matter.
They absolutely do. Critical details.
All right, let's move from personal health to something many of us use daily, our cars. Next up, auto insurance.
Okay.
This protects you from financial loss if you're in an accident or maybe your car gets stolen.
And what's fascinating here, and honestly often underestimated, is how just having the legal minimum liability coverage, well, it can leave you really exposed.
How so?
Well, think about it. Medical costs, car repair costs, they keep going up, right? Those state minimums, often way too low for a serious accident.
Yeah.
A bad crash where you're at fault could easily run into huge sums, millions maybe, way past those minimums. And then your personal assets are at risk. And beyond liability, there's collision for your car's damage, comprehensive for things like theft or hail, and then uninsured motorist coverage. That last one is vital if the other driver doesn't have proper insurance.
So it's not just about fixing the other guy's bumper.
Not even close.
If you cause a big pileup, your insurance might need to cover multiple cars, serious injuries, maybe long-term care. And if your limits are too low, that gap is on you.
Exactly. A stark reminder that minimums are just that, minimum.
Okay. Speaking of valuable things, our homes. Let's talk homeowners insurance.
Right.
This covers your house, your belongings, against risks like fire, theft, storms, and really importantly, liability if someone gets hurt on your property.
And the need here, it's not just about say, replacing shingles after a storm, a key insight is really grasping that liability protection. If someone slips on your icy steps or your dog bites a visitor, your homeowner's policy is your first line of defense against a potentially huge lawsuit.
That's significant.
It is. And policies differ too, like on what kind of water damage is covered or how they value your stuff replacement cost versus actual cash value. That makes a massive difference if you have a claim.
That's a really vital distinction. People often just think structure, but the liability side is huge. Like imagine a bad kitchen fire. Yes, insurance covers repairs, maybe temporary housing. But what if, say, a guest helping you cook gets badly burned? That's where liability kicks in. Crucial protection.
Absolutely crucial.
Now, what if you don't own, if you rent? That takes us to renter's insurance.
Good transition.
This covers your personal stuff and gives you liability coverage too. But, and this is key, it does not cover the building itself. That's on the landlord.
And clarifying that is so important. It's a really common mistake.
Is it?
Yeah, lots of renters think the landlord's policy protects their things. It absolutely doesn't. If the building burns down, the landlord rebuilds the structure. Your furniture, your clothes, electronics, that's all on you. Renter's insurance fills that specific gap.
And it provides liability cover too.
It does. Usually surprisingly affordable too, covering incidents inside your rented space.
So if you've got a decent laptop, maybe some nice furniture, in your apartment, and there's a break-in, or a pipe bursts upstairs and ruins your stuff. Renter's insurance is what gets you a new laptop, replaces your things, saves you potentially thousands out of pocket, often really cost-effective protection.
One of the best value policies out there for renters.
Okay, let's talk about maybe your biggest asset, your ability to actually earn money. This is disability insurance.
Yes, very important.
It's designed to replace some of your income if you get sick or injured and just can't work.
And if you connect this to the bigger picture, I mean, losing your income for months or years, that can be way more devastating financially than, say, losing your car.
That makes sense.
Yet, it's surprising how many people insure their property but skip protecting their income. Disability comes in short-term and long-term versions. The key things to understand are the waiting period, how long before benefits start, and how much you get, usually a percentage of your salary. It's about keeping your whole financial life going if the paycheck stops.
That's a really powerful point. Imagine like a professional gets a serious illness, can't work for a couple of years. Disability insurance gives them a steady income, maybe not full, but steady. Stops them from burning through savings or going deep into debt just to live. It really protects your financial engine.
Your most fundamental asset, arguably.
All right. For the travelers out there, the vacation planners, let's look at travel insurance.
Okay.
This protects travelers from unexpected problems while they're away.
And it's more than just canceled flights or lost suitcases, although it covers those too. The really critical insights often involve medical emergencies overseas. Well, many domestic health plans offer very little, sometimes no coverage outside your home country. And the cost of, say, an emergency medical evacuation from somewhere remote, it can be staggering. Hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Oh.
Travel insurance can cover that. And often, if you buy it soon after booking, it covers pre-existing conditions too, which is vital for many people.
So it's not just about minor hassles.
Definitely not.
If you're, I don't know, trekking in Nepal and need a helicopter rescue. Or break your leg skiing in France and need special transport home. Travel insurance can be a literal lifesaver, medically and financially. It pays bills your regular health plan would just, well, ignore.
Exactly. A huge potential exposure otherwise.
Okay, shifting gears again. Let's talk business. Entrepreneurs, small business owners. We need to cover business insurance, specifically general liability.
Right, often called GL.
This protects businesses from legal claims. Things like accidents, injuries, property damage caused by what they do.
Its role isn't just critical. Sometimes it's existential for a business. One lawsuit, customer slips and falls, employee damages client property, maybe even claims of false advertising could bankrupt a company without it.
That's serious.
Very. And a key insight is that general liability is often just the start. Depending on the business, you might need professional liability, that's errors and omissions, or E&O if you provide services, or cyber insurance, which is becoming essential.
That makes sense. So the classic example, customer slips on a wet floor in a shop, sues, GL handles the legal costs, settlement.
Correct.
But say an accountant makes a mistake on a tax return that cost their client a lot of money. That would probably fall under professional liability, right?
Exactly. Shows how businesses need to think beyond just physical risks. It's about their whole operation.
Okay. Number 9. This one's for the animal lovers. Pet insurance.
A growing area.
It covers vet bills for pets. Basically like health insurance, but for your dog, your cat, or, other critters.
And its importance is really growing, mainly for 2 reasons, I think. First, vet medicine is amazing now, but complex treatment, surgeries, cancer care can cost thousands, easily.
Yeah, those bills can be shocking.
They can. Second, the insight is understanding the plans. Some only cover accidents, others cover illness too, some are comprehensive. And just like our health insurance, you'll find deductibles, annual limits, reimbursement rates, all that affects your actual out-of-pocket cost for that, say, $3,000 surgery.
It really lets pet owners make decisions based on what the pet needs, not just pure cost, right?
That's the goal.
If your dog needs expensive surgery, pet insurance can make that bill manageable. Helps ensure they get the care they need.
Exactly. Peace of mind for pet parents.
Okay, finally, our 10th type. Wrapping things up with umbrella insurance.
It's a big one.
This gives you an extra layer of liability protection. It sits on top of your other policies like home or auto, extends those limits.
Its purpose is just like the name suggests. It's a big umbrella offering broad financial safety. What often surprises people is how relatively affordable it is for the amount of protection you get.
Really?
Yeah. It kicks in when a lawsuit or claim against you blows way past your primary policy limits. Think multi-million-dollar liabilities. It's for those worst-case scenarios where a massive lawsuit could otherwise just wipe you out financially.
It sounds dramatic, but I guess it happens.
It does. Imagine causing a huge multi-car accident. The damages, the medical bills, they exceed your $1,000,000 auto limit. Or someone suffers a life-altering injury at your house.
Okay.
That's when the umbrella policy steps in, adding maybe $1 to $5 million more in coverage, prevents you losing your savings, your house, everything. It's the ultimate backup plan for huge claims.
The ultimate financial safety net.
Got it.
Got it. So, okay, we've walked through these 10 common types: life, health, auto, homeowners, renters, disability, travel, business, general liability, pet, and umbrella.
Quite a list.
It is. And what seems clear is they form this, multi-layered defense against all sorts of risks: health, income, property, legal trouble. It's not just knowing the names, but seeing how they fit into a solid financial plan.
Right. Which really leads to an important question, I think, for you, the listener, to mull over. Now that you have these, hopefully, deeper insights into what these policies cover, and maybe more importantly, how all the little details actually affect your protection, how do you start thinking strategically? How do you prioritize which ones are most vital for your specific situation, your life stage, your assets, your potential risks?
That's a really powerful question to end on. Understanding this stuff isn't just academic, it's about empowerment.
Yeah.
Taking control.
Exactly.
We hope you can take these insights from our deep dive today and really apply them as you look at your own financial safety nets. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks, everyone.
And we'll see you next time on The Deep Dive.